Hey there, welcome to another episode of Total Ramblings. It is Tuesday, just gone 4 o'clock in the afternoon, just finished work for the day and I'm on the way to see Liz. There's a comet in the sky at the moment. Apparently today will be my last chance to see it for 80,000 years, but I need a clear sky and I need to be outside between 6 and 6:30 and looking west, I think. Well, we don't have a clear sky and I shall be at Liz, so I'll just have to wait till it comes around next time, won't I? Got some interesting Liz news. So I've been trying to get hold of this lady named Donna at Continuing Healthcare, and she keeps making various statements that she's on the case and she's gonna come and visit Liz and I could be there as well, blah 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 blah. Week before last, or was it last week, she was off sick. I rang yesterday and I was told she was on leave, and I said, oh, that's unfortunate because she was off sick last week, and they confirmed that in fact indeed yes, she was still off sick and wouldn't even be back next week. So I rather suspect she might be off with stress or something. Anyway, I got through to the clinical lead lady and her boss, her manager, and we had a very productive chat, and I briefly went through Liz's case with her, and she was reading through the notes. She was not previously familiar with the case, and I explained the situation, and she said, so all you're waiting for is for Liz to come home? I said, yes. She's like, has the rehab finished? I said, well, the hospital says she can come home. You know, I explained about all the modifications I've had done at home, grab bars and steps and downstairs shower and all that kind of stuff. I said we still need a handrail for the stairs, but I'm waiting to be told what to do. But if they need me to fit it, then I can fit it, you know, it's not a problem. Anyway, she asked what equipment Liz would need, and I said, well, she's definitely going to need a nebulizer and a suction machine and blah 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 blah, but I was capable of doing all the maintenance, and so Liz can do it too. And the problem is that people see the word tracheostomy and they're freaking out, and they don't need to freak out. And I explained why the tracheostomy was there still. Anyway, she kind of said, well, this situation's all been a bit overblown, hasn't it? And I'm like, yes, exactly. That's what I've been saying. So she said she'd complete the paperwork and contact some care providers. And then she said at the end of the conversation, I couldn't see why we couldn't be looking at this time next week. And I said, this time next week for what? And she said, for her coming home. So Liz could be home within a week. Now, I think that might be a bit optimistic. We could be looking at a couple of weeks, but I mean, like, wow. It's possible things could be moving very quickly. So I'm on my way to see Liz now, and she's coming home tomorrow for a few hours, more on that in a minute. And I'm going to see her Thursday, and of course I'm going to see her Sunday, but you know, who knows? This could be the last week that I need to drive to Hazelmere to visit her. I mean, we know that in the long term, she might end up deteriorating and having to go into a home or a hospital permanently. We know that. On the other hand, she could have another 20, 30 years of living fine as she is. But essentially, the quicker we can get her home, the better, really. So, this is quite an achievement if we could get her home within the week. It is a ball ache having to drive 2 hours to go and see her, an hour there, an hour back. You know, for example, today, it's going to take me an hour to get there, I'll probably spend about an hour and a half with her and then another hour to get back. I spend more time driving than I do with her. And I'm not saying it's going to be easier with her at home, because there's going to be stuff to do, but we'll all be under one roof again for the first time in 10 months. Tomorrow is 10 months exactly since this business all started. So there you go. Now, as it is, tomorrow Liz is coming home for a few hours. I believe she's leaving the hospital about 10:30, and she's going to be probably leaving home about 4. So I have taken the day off. I now have 1.16 days of holiday left to book, and I was keeping the other day for possibly meeting with this Donna lady at the hospital, visiting Liz, but essentially that might not be happening now. So anyway, so she's coming home tomorrow for a bit. Second time coming home since she first went to hospital. Spending a bit longer at home, I hope. Alice was going to be coming with me today, but Alice is working until 5, and I was going to go and pick her up at 5, but then we would probably only be able to spend half an hour with Liz. But also Alice is not very well still. She's a bit snotty, so we've kind of agreed that it's probably best if she doesn't visit Liz. The only thing is she can't visit her any other time this week, so this was her only opportunity. But if she's unwell, so Liz has already got another infection of Pseudomonas, for which she's on antibiotics, and this seems to be a persistent infection that she just can't get rid of, and it was the thing that put her in hospital in the first place. It's the ultimate sort of start of all this. So she could be on antibiotics permanently, which I know messes with your immune system a little bit. So don't know what's going to happen there. Excuse me. Yeah, so I'm sure there was something else I was going to mention, but I've forgotten what it is now. Also, driving home from Liz is not very nice at the moment because it's dark and it's all down country lanes and they're all very dark and scary and what have you. So so it would be good if she could come home. Might be a final end to this nightmare. Alice and I went to the psychic fair on Saturday, and there was a guy there with these, they're not Ouija boards, they're like, you hold a pendulum and you hold the pendulum with your fingers pointing down to allegedly direct the energy, and you have to hold the pendulum, and in your head you ask it what your yes answer is and what your no answer is, and my yes answer was anti-clockwise and my no answer was clockwise. So then the guy told me, who makes them, he said, having now determined what your yes and no answers are, you now have to ask it a question. And in my head I asked the question, is Liz ever going to come home? And I didn't get the answer I wanted because it said no. But, I'm generally sceptical about these things. So, let's take that with a pinch of salt, eh? I'm very tired. Yeah, so, don't get to see the comet. It's very overcast here anyway. I mean, there is a sun, but it's through a thin haze of cloud, so I can wait 80,000 years. 80,000 years is nothing. Hey, it's Wednesday, 11:15 in the morning. Just waiting for Liz to come. She's on her way. Apparently she's had a bit of an argument with the driver and the physio. So I'm still waiting to be told about a rail for these stairs. You know, I'm quite happy to fit one, but just need to know what I'm doing. Or whether someone else is doing it for me. Just someone tell me. Anyway, apparently they said because there's no rail, she's not allowed to go upstairs. Well, I can help her. Can't stop her going places in her own house. Anyway, probably be here within half an hour. Right. Liz should be here in just a couple of minutes. So today is 10 months exactly since she first went to hospital. Hey, look at that, you got a picture of me and a picture of that, that's clever. And, this is her second visit home in all that time. Although this time she should be here for a few more hours than last time, I think. And who knows, you never know, in a week or two, maybe, if we believe what this Amanda lady said on the phone to me the other day, maybe she'll be home for good soon. We just don't know. She's just coming around the back now. In a minute she's going to hit a little roundabout, turn right, and then it's the next right into... She's just hitting the roundabout now. Should be here any second. There she is. There's the minibus. Told you, see, I wasn't lying. Andrew.
Right, we're just going to lower the suspension.
Okay.
Get the... you got sound on there?
Yeah.
Oh, just...
No, it's alright.
Okay, let me just do this. No, not that one. This one. want to go in your chair. Okay. Okay, that's fine. If you want to use the chair, take the chair out backwards. If you like, I'll push it forward and you can do it from there. Sorry, say that again? Yeah, we don't go down the ramp in it. Yeah, well, what I'm saying is, no, you see we didn't need to remove. Okay, fine. Do you need to also, no, I'm just trying to work out an efficient way of doing this. It's alright, I'll do it right backwards. Do this. Yeah, Jack, can you take the brakes off for me? That's it. That's it. Okay, I'm going out now. Hang on. Till I've got this out of the way. Are you going to... Okay. Are you going to walk up the ramp? Yeah, okay. Okay. Alright then. Tiva, let's go.
Yeah, my bag is
So, yeah.
just a minute. Yes, my bag is there.
Don't worry about your shoes.
Catch your breath and then we'll go up the ramp. Let me
Have you
take those, Tiva, and then...
You got everything?
Yeah.
Do you want me to take something?
Let me take those, because then you'll need your hands free to help us up the ramp.
Alright.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you.
Have you got all the equipment packed as well, yeah?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
You can go keys going.
Sorry?
You can go key.
Yeah.
Is you okay without seatbelt? Yeah. Andrew to help you up the ramp? Yes. Pardon?
Can I go to the front or?
Yeah.
Hello. Sorry? Well, it's not photo. See you tomorrow. Don't go anywhere. Surprised you haven't got an ankle monitor on, actually. Thank you for bringing her.
No problem.
On this.
If you could just raise the suspension. Sure.
James Blunt was. I've been racking my brains trying to think of.
Yeah.
Do you want this door shut?
Please, whenever you're ready, Andrew.
Okay. Bye. Sorry? Yeah. There she goes. Okay, I'm going to put up a rant warning now, so if you don't want to hear me ranting, you can probably end this video right now. That was a most unsatisfactory visit. Nothing wrong between me and Liz. I thought it was just going to be her and me here for the day, obviously with a nurse. But, and I mean no disrespect to anyone else, Liz's mum was here all day, Anthony was here all day, Liz's brother came in. I ended up staying upstairs just changing beds because Liz's mum wanted to do some washing for us, which is very nice. But I've had no alone time with Liz whatsoever. In addition to which, half an hour before she was due to leave this morning, Liz was told by the driver of the minibus that she was not allowed to go upstairs because we have no handrail. The reason we have no handrail is because I have been told not to fit a handrail because I'm waiting for continuing healthcare or the physiotherapist to tell me what the hell to do. And they told me not to. They said, don't do it. So basically, half an hour before Liz is due to leave the hospital to come here, to come home, the driver of the minibus says, no, you're not allowed to go upstairs. The physiotherapists have all had a discussion. So number one, if they've had a discussion, Liz should be part of that discussion. She is fully compos mentis. She is her own person. You can't stop somebody from going upstairs in their own house. Number two, if you are going to have a separate discussion, private discussion without the patient there, you should go and tell the patient in advance, not half an hour before they're due to leave. So basically, Liz got Liz apparently on her way here, she said, I'm on the way, I've had an argument. So she's already had an argument with the driver, because it's not good enough. Anyway, needless to say, look, if somebody told me, oh, we're not going to let her go upstairs without a handrail, bloody tell me, and I will bloody fit one myself. I will go and buy one and I will fit one, but I've been told not to fit one, right? So basically, that's a whole cloud over the day. And then finally, after Lizzie's mum, Anthony, and Lizzie's brother have left, it's 3 o'clock. We've got Liz and I got half an hour with each other as husband and wife, you know. And the driver lady comes in to use the toilet and comes out and starts basically saying about how, you know, she felt she was in the right to say what she did. And the whole argument starts again, right? So that's all my time with Liz gone. I've probably had like maybe 5-10 minutes with Liz on my own, talking to her as a husband and wife. So basically, I've got this very bitter taste in my mouth now. And obviously Liz, as you will have seen, is very upset about having to go back again. And basically, I'm extremely pissed off. Thanks for watching.
If you enjoy what I do here, although I can't think why, please remember to click the like button, smash that subscribe button, and hit the bell icon to be notified whenever I post a new video. You might also want to check out my website, www.worldsbestestpoet.com, if you fancy a laugh.